And I may stand corrected on this. Is that not the record that you still hold? Was that not, did you not military press over 500 pounds?
Yes, I was the #1 man and the first one to ever press over 500 pounds, and the only American also. And I'd like to say, I'm very proud to say that I'm still the only one, and I'll always be the only one because they no longer have the military press in Olympic competition. Unfortunately, the referees on the international level felt that it was too dangerous to the competitors. Once you start getting up over the 500-pound mark, there was a lot of injuries to the spinal column and nervous system, and therefore they eliminated it.
You had some problems with officials, have you not? I mean, not just in Olympic competition or whatever, but you seem, for some reason, I don't know whether it's irony or just what, but it seems that Ken Patera generally has a lot of problems with officials. You don't see things quite like they do generally, do you?
No, I don't. A lot of them are arrogant. They're obnoxious, and I like to get down to the point that they're a lot of idiots, to put it bluntly.
Would you say that they're a bit prejudicial?
Yes, I would say that, because everybody's for the underdog, let's put it that way. Mm-hmm. And since Ken Patera's never been the underdog, the officials want to put me in that capacity by giving my opponents the edge, by unfair officiating.
You seem to use your extraordinary power more than any other asset, of which, granted, you have many. You seem to use your power more than anything else to your advantage in a professional wrestling match.
That's right. Like the old adage says, the strongest shall survive. And Ken Patera is a survivor.
We just happen to have a little something that Lord Alfred Hayes brought along, this 3/4-inch steel rod. I wondered if you would be kind enough. I know you have demonstrated from time to time that you do these such feats of strength. I wonder if you would demonstrate if you could possibly bend this.
I think that's within my capabilities. Lord Alfred Hayes must have remember watching me on the Strongest Men contest when I won this particular event.
Could I say one other thing as well? You were talking about medals now, and we're in a time now when everybody's talking about medals. 4 gold medals in the Pan Am Games.
That's right, and may I add that I'm the only American and the only competitor to ever win 4 gold medals in the Pan American Games. Can I say that?
Of course. I mean, you've said it. I mean, you know, who better than you can tell the Ken Patera story?
That's right. And therefore, everybody knows how great.
Are you going to try and bend this or not?
I'm not going to try to bend it. I'm going to bend it. You have to be positive, not negative. I'm not a negative person.
All right, fine. Ken Patera now is going to attempt to bend this 3/4-inch. Ooh, wow, that is incredible. Unbelievable. That is amazing, Mr. Patera.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
And even though throwing this on me as a surprise,
again...
why don't you tell me that you have these things around?
Yeah. Nonetheless...
I'm going to wrap it around your
please, let's...
neck, huh?
If we could take you now to some videotape, I'm sure you would appreciate that.
I hope it's about me.
Yes, indeed. Let's take you now to what Ken Patera does perhaps better than, well, than most. I'm sure he would say perhaps better than anyone. Let's take you to videotape of Ken Patera in wrestling action.
Ken Patera, the first Olympian to shove 500 pounds over his head. To this day, many of his records still standing. Uh-oh, Fat Lou. Well, it is a complete contrast, Tony Gurria, between the physique of Ken Patera and that of his manager, Captain Louis Albano.
Contrast, I couldn't find a better word. I wish I could. Absolutely, Patera is in fantastic shape. He looks a little heavier than when he was in the area last. But we'll see how he moves. I wonder if it slowed him down any. Because he has tremendous all-round strength, and he was one heck of an athlete also.
Ken Patera, oh my goodness, look at Mr. Albano. You talk about sloppy. Albano must be pushing 325 pounds.
He must be, and he certainly doesn't spend any money on clothes, that's for sure.
No, but he spends it on talent, and right there, you're looking at one of the great talents in professional wrestling. Patera now, warming up, getting ready to lock up, and indeed does. Travis easily shoved back, and look at Ken Patera. Aha. Some physique. Travis again locking up with Ken Patera, and Travis very quickly behind him in a full Nelson. Patera straining and indeed breaks the hold quite easily. That's the hard way to get out of a hold like that.
Watch him down, see him down, play down, power.
Trap kick, yes, backed him up. Patera a little reluctant to charge into Travis, who was giving no ground.
Patera was a little upset there after that drop kick. It didn't knock him off his feet, though, but enough to upset him. And he thought a little bit better about rushing in on Travis.
Now Travis and Patera locking back up. Travis takes the wrist. Patera quickly reversing things. Kick out by Travis. Kick to the chest. And Patera again having his problems with Billy Travis.
Come on, come on, come on.
Billy Travis moving extremely well.
Well, that, of course, is what Mr. Travis must do, is continue with a mobile effort. Ooh, my! That'll certainly slow his mobility down considerably. Patera with a forearm. Oh, my. Travis almost knocked over the top rope. Oh, he was that time. Ken Patera knocking Billy Travis over the top rope as Travis. Uh-oh, come on, come on. Now, what I don't understand is why the referee does not immediately disqualify Ken Patera because of the outside interference of Luis Albano. Oh, look at that hip toss. That takes brute force to be able to do that. Patera continuing and maintaining control now that he has worn down the mobility somewhat of Billy Travis.
Got a beautifully applied reverse chin lock. There's got to be, Travis's head has got to be like it's in a vice.
Oh, my.
Released it.
Champion, baby. Give him a champion reaction.
Travis continuing to have problems with Patera. Lou Albano about ringside. Patera leaning into Travis, wearing him down bit by bit. That's what happens when you're the likes of Ken Patera. Travis trying to break the hold. No. Oh, my. Patera unrelenting once he gains an advantage. Oh, my, what a swing. Comes back out. Patera has him up into the bear hug. I would not be at all surprised if Travis would give up. Such is the awesome power of Ken Patera. Patera squeezing for all he's worth, drives Travis to the corner.
This has definitely weakened Travis considerably. Looks like a suplex here.
Shoots him way sky high, down to the canvas now. The cover by Patera, leaning into his man. I think he could have had him.
I think so, Vince. A combination of the bear hug and the suplex and that back driven into the turnbuckle. I don't believe Travis has a lot left in him.
Off the rope, Patera now with a slingshot, catches him in the pectoral area. Patera again leaning into his man now. Come on now. Patera, look at the smile on his face. Travis. Oh, no. Twisting, turning in midair as Ken Patera threw Billy Travis just like you would throw a sack of potatoes across the ring. Incredible maneuver.
That's 225 pounds there. There it goes again.
And way high to the canvas, the foot holding up behind him. Elbow striking the chest area. Please count this man out. We see the awesome power of Ken Patera displayed all through that matchup with Billy Travis. We'll get the official decision.
Here is the winner, Ken Patera.
Patera victorious.
And what an auspicious return indeed, Mr. Patera. And an extraordinary feat of strength as we have here. And
What is the dear Lord doing?
please don't.
Hey, you pencil neck geek, put that down before you hurt yourself. That's
Alfred.
man's work, brother.
Well, yeah, I'll bend this, don't worry. Hey!
You better pack a lunch and invite the gang.
Well, Lord Alfred Hayes, while you're attempting to do that, Ken Patera is going to, I guess Lord Alfred Hayes is, forget it.
Oh, God.
Now, you, of course, Mr. Patera, now with this Olympic set, you said earlier you're going to demonstrate a few lifts. Could you tell us what lifts you're going to demonstrate?
Well, this being an Olympic year and the fact that it's being held in the United States in Los Angeles, I'd like to demonstrate exactly what Olympic lifts are to the viewing audience here, because a lot of people think that weightlifting consists of a bench press, a back squat, and a deadlift, or
Powerlifting type of
powerlifting events, because that's the most popular type of lifting here in the United States at this time. When I was competing as an amateur, the most popular form of weightlifting was Olympic lifting, of course. The only form of weightlifting held in the Olympic Games.
Well, then again, there's also bodybuilding, which is somewhat different than powerlifting.
Yes, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Lou Ferrigno, Franco Columbu, those types are the most renowned bodybuilders. And although they have big, nice-looking muscles, they're not really that strong.
As compared to Ken Patera.
As compared to...
They're strong.
That's right, very strong. Oh, to the average person, of course, but to me, they're way below my standard.
All right. Well, your standard, of course, is quite high, no doubt of that.
That's right.
Now, this is what are you putting on now?
This is what they call a weightlifting belt. This is the official one that they use in international competition. It's 4 inches in width, 1/4 of an inch in thickness, and with the strap here. And a lot of people don't understand the necessity of this. It's to prevent yourself from attaining back injuries. It holds you in sort of like a girdle.
Many fans, as a matter of fact, thought that when Alexiev competed, it was to hold in his stomach.
Well, for Alexiev, that might have been the case, because he did have a
Sizable belly there.
quite a large belly on him, 64 inches in girth, I believe.
Incredible.
Yes.
All right, now, if you would demonstrate, what's the first lift you're going to demonstrate?
I'm going to do the two-hand snatch. There's two different techniques. The old technique was a split snatch, where you split your feet out from underneath it and drop down. And this lift, you bring it directly from the floor overhead without stopping at the shoulders.
Well, why the difference in the two, then? I mean, why now?
In technique?
Yes.
Well, the split snatch originally was the easier of the two. Now the most popular one is a squat snatch, and you're capable of lifting more weight overhead because you have both feet, or I should say both legs, underneath your torso.
A little better balance then with the additional weight lift.
Well, not necessarily better balance, but more strength factor.
All right, okay.
A more solid base.
So you're firstly going to demonstrate
The split snatch.
split snatch. All right, Ken Patera now demonstrating the split snatch, which is not done all that much anymore, not used all that much. And there we could see the split then, Mr. Patera, when the weight was about ready to be thrown overhead, right?
Yes, this is a very light poundage, 135 pounds to be exact. This is just for,
Warm-ups or loosen
well,
up or what?
exhibition type of showing right here. I've done over 400 pounds in this particular lift.
Incredible. Absolutely great. Now what are you going to do?
Now I'm going to do a squat snatch.
All right, fine.
And this is the most popular form that's used in the Olympic Games nowadays.
All right, fine. Ken Patera, who revolutionized the super heavyweight division of wrestling, or rather, well, yes, wrestling as well as weightlifting. And that's the more traditional technique than what you referred to as the squat snatch, right?
Yes, that was basically, a half squat, but most of the competitors go all the way down.
Because of the additional weight?
Right, because of the additional weight will force them down into a full squat. And then they have to recover and stand up right.
And there's a great deal of technique, is there not, involved in Olympic lifting?
Yes, a lot of people think that it's just brute strength. Like if you have big arms, you're going to be a tremendous weightlifter, but that's not true. The weight is moved by the body, not by the arms.
I would think that the different type of muscular structure means all the difference in the world. You mentioned someone with big arms, but you have to have a great deal of elasticity, I would think, and a great deal of muscle speed in order to do some of these events.
That's right. In order to be a world caliber Olympic lifter, you have to have flexibility, you have to be very explosive, and you have to have the desire to win. You have to have a lot of heart. If you don't have that heart, you're not going to lift heavy poundages.
Are we going to see any more demonstration now?
Yeah, I'm going to do the two-hand clean and jerk now.
And what's your record in the two-hand clean and jerk?
I've done 506 pounds, 507 and a half, I believe was the last one I did officially, and that still stands as American record. No longer as a world record, but still stands as American record. And I may add, that's been a long time.
All right, let's take a look then at Ken Patera, who will demonstrate another one of his lifts, which he still holds the American record. Excellent technique and excellent style for the benefit of those of you who are aspiring Olympic lifters, Mr. Patera.
That was a split style. Now I'm going to show you the squat style in the clean and jerk, which is used by actually about 99% of the lifters throughout the world now.
All right, fine. Thank you. Setting up the weight, I would think it takes a great deal of concentration. And then right up. Mr. Patera?
Just like riding a bicycle, you never forget.
I'm sure you have not forgotten, and I would think that this extraordinary strength and this strict regimen of training has aided you a great deal in your quest to become one of the great professional wrestlers of your time.
Well, I'm not in a quest to become one of the great. I am the greatest.
You feel that you are the
Yes,
greatest?
I am. I'm the man to beat. When my opponents get in the ring, I don't have to worry about beating them. They have to worry about beating Ken Patera.
One other quest that I am told that you're going to demonstrate for us in a few minutes when we return is something I cannot believe. You are going to attempt to stop a moving vehicle from running over you with strict leg power?
That's right. It's amazing. Stay tuned.
And you fully realize what it is you're going to attempt to do?
That's right. And I've done it many, many times in the past, and you've been a witness.
Once before, only once before, and I must say, Mr. Patera, you came awfully close of calling it curtains on that given day.
That's right, but I'm more prepared now than ever in my life.
And you're going to hold the producers of TNT totally harmless, are you not?
Totally responsible.
Totally harmless of responsibility.
Responsible.
I beg your pardon?
Because I'm not going to fail. I will not fail.
All right, we'll be back with Ken Patera in his attempt to prevent a moving vehicle from running over him using strict leg and back power. We'll be back in a moment. All right, we're out here now with Ken Patera, who will attempt to do a phenomenal feat of strength, which I don't think is in your best interest, quite frankly, and to that extent, Mr. Patera, since we've had a little bit of time to come out here, it's incumbent upon me again on behalf of the producers of TNT to state that we are not going to be responsible for your physical well-being.
Hey, let's just put it this way. The last couple hours you keep saying that you're not liable. Well, get rid of, just throw it out. I'm going to do it, okay? I'm going to show everybody who is the strongest man
Right, so
in the world and in the professional
And you're going
sports.
on record that TNT is not liable.
That's right. I don't care. They're not liable, okay?
All right.
Drop it at that.
Lord Alfred Hayes is in the 5,100-pound van, and he's gonna pour it on you.
That's right. 5,200 pounds, baby. 5,200 pounds. Ken Patera is going to hold it back with some massive, strong legs.
All right, Lord Alfred Hayes is gonna come driving up.
Just a minute. On second thought.
Wait a minute.
Second thought. The man's from England. He's an Englishman, and they drive on the wrong side of the street as far as I'm concerned. I don't want you driving it. I don't want you behind the wheel.
Why not?
I don't trust anybody that drives on the wrong side of the street.
Alfred,
I don't understand what that is.
Ken Patera does not want you to drive the van. He claims that as an Englishman, you drive on the wrong side of the street. He does not trust you.
We're very good drivers in England, very careful drivers.
I think you're better.
Sterling Moss, people like that.
I think you'd be better off holding the mic. Okay.
Hey,
All right, fine, then let's have a driver.
I don't want anybody else except you. Okay. Would you do the honors? I'm going to give you the honors of being behind that wheel.
I don't want it. Thank you. Do not want that.
Hey, I release all liability. I will not hold you liable. How's that?
That's fine with me.
Everybody right here on TNT is listening. Everybody hears it. Mr. McMahon is not liable. I want you to have the honor of being the man to drive that 5,200-pound
And if
van.
it runs you over and smashes you through this
I'm
cement
so
wall?
confident that it's not. I've done it before, and I'm going to do it again.
All right. Lord Alfred Hayes, if you would
okay.
please take over this endeavor, and I'll jump in the van. All right?
Okay, I don't mind. I
Okay.
can assure you.
Jittery now.
Yes, I'm jittery. A fool wouldn't be jittery.
You'd have been better off with me. I've driven with him before. I know what he's like. He's 100 miles an hour.
You trying to scare me now?
No, I wouldn't do that. Okay. Hey,
Okay.
he's going to bring it there.
When he brings it up,
Uh-huh.
I have my weightlifting belt on for extra support. I'm going to put this pillow behind my back between the wall and myself.
Whoa, just a minute.
Okay?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey, just a minute, okay? Have some patience. The man's so jittery and nervous. Just calm down, okay? And when the truck comes up, I'm going to put my feet against the bumper and hold it back from the help of the back. Hey, stop racing the engine, okay? Calm down.
Okay, well, I'd rather you than me.
I'm getting ready right now.
Okay, go ahead, because he is getting very, very jittery just there.
Okay, as I said before, the belt's on. I'm going to put the pillow behind my back to cushion it. I will put my feet on the bumper. And when I give him the high sign, he's going to step on the gas and the wheels will rotate, indicating that I'm holding the truck back.
Okay, you don't mind if I step over here
Yeah, get out
into safety. Okay, Camp Patera,
Between, you're not going to get hurt.
I'll stay in
You
just
have any
here.
confidence in my abilities?
Oh, I have a lot of
Strong
confidence.
enough? Hey, calm down, okay? Hey,
Okay,
you'll do what I say because I'm doing it, okay? Have some patience.
okay, Camp Patera is resting his back against the wall, and he is watching this 5200 van come very, very closely. I'm keeping well out of the way. He taking his foot off.
All right? Is he all right?
He's okay. He's okay. Would you please get down there?
Don't step on it until I tell you. When I give you the high sign.
Patera obviously is a very worried person. I mean, this is something I don't think any normal man.
I don't advise anybody doing this unless they're capable. And as far as I know, I'm the only man in the world that's capable.
Well, if I were you, Patera, I'd get down there quickly because he's becoming a little bit jittery at the wheel there. Okay, he has his right foot on the front bumper of the van, and now his left foot, and he's going to give a sign to Vince McMahon when he's ready. And that is the sign, and he's holding it, and holding, and holding, and holding like mad. I don't think he can hold this much longer. Are you okay? Are you all right?
God almighty.
Gosh.
I've never seen anything like
Told
that
you
in
to
my life.
turn that thing off after about 6, 7
I'm
seconds.
sorry, got stuck. My foot got
Jesus
stuck on the
Christ.
accelerator. What do you want from me?
Trying to kill me?
No, I was not trying to. On the contrary. I commend you as an extraordinary feat of strength. We're back with more Tuesday Night Titans, and to join us now, ladies and gentlemen, Lord Alfred Hayes with a special mailbag segment.
It's the,
Well, not exactly. A little bit
mail.
different here. Coming in, delivering the mail, the Haiti Kid. How you doing, pal? A little different. We'll catch the Haiti Kid later on, as a matter of fact. It's a very special segment of our program. What do you have in the...
that was certainly very, very different.
Yes, as always.
Let me have a look here. Grab a handful of these. Okay. From Kansas City, Kansas. Dear Vince, my request is very simple. How can I meet the WWF champion Hulk Hogan? I am 5'8", 115 pounds, and 22 years old. I am considered a very good-looking brunette. Yours, hopefully, Lisa Morawski.
That's a very good question. I don't know that I can necessarily respond to that one because I really wouldn't know how someone would want to, well, I'm sure I know how they want to, but I don't really know how they possibly would meet the Hulk. He's everywhere. It's difficult. Right to Tuesday Night Titans. We'll do the best we can for you. What else do you have for us?
Okay, thing that surprised me, they never ask for me, these girls. There you go. No accounting for taste. San Diego, California. Dear TNT, when will you be having another feature on Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff? I missed the first one and would like to see him, Peter Matou.
I would suggest we'll have another feature on Mr. Wonderful quite soon, but there's so many great athletes in the World Wrestling Federation today, it's difficult to have so many feature pieces on them all. But I'm sure that here on Tuesday Night Titans, we'll get around to them all, and eventually we'll get back to Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Right now, we'd like to introduce to you a gentleman that was, without a doubt, one of the longtime favorites, many would say, throughout the World Wrestling Federation, and indeed a gentleman who has left his mark in professional wrestling. This is the special nostalgia feature we have with us now, the veteran, Mr. Ace Freeman, to join us. Ace, welcome to Tuesday Night Titans.
Thank you.
Lord Alfred Hayes, I guess you fellas know each other, don't you?
Yes, I used to watch him as a boy.
Is that right?
Here we go again. That's what you get for
I've been dying to say that since Tony
participating in
Altimore said to
wrestling
me.
as long as I have.
Well, now,
I
Ace,
always get that.
just how long have you been associated? Well, first of all, I know, of course, you've done other things other than actually wrestle. How long were you a wrestler? And when did your career begin?
That's like asking a chorus girl how old she is. And, you know, I go back a long ways, about 35 years at least.
35 years at least.
But I stayed with wrestling throughout the years, injuries and what have you, and now I am affiliated with the Titan Sports as a promoter in the western Pennsylvania and the eastern Ohio and West Virginia area.
As a professional wrestler, how do you see things differently now as compared to the way they were in the past, as relates to the competitors themselves? Are they larger, quicker,
Oh.
not the competition not as keen? How do you see that?
They're unbelievable, this new breed of wrestlers that come out of colleges and universities. They know so much more. When I wrestled as a youngster, we depended on bringing competition from Europe, the Turks, the Greeks, and they're going there and try to kill you.
All right, now there we see a look at Ace Freeman in his prime. Now, when was this photograph taken? You have any idea?
At least 30 years ago.
At least 30 years ago. We're getting closer.
Very guarded.
Yes, but you were saying before.
But today's wrestlers are so much better. I have great admiration for Bob Backlund, who is a dedicated wrestler, and some of the wrestlers that are participating. Ken Patera is extremely strong and wonderful physique, and they're exciting to watch.
Lots of excitement always in there, and we saw again another photograph of you when you were in your prime at least 30 years ago. We'll have a further word on Ace Freeman in his prime. Right now, we're going to take Ace Freeman down memory lane in a matchup, a very special tag team matchup involving the Mongols. Let's take you back. Marino and Victor Rivera against the Mongols, two tag teams that really had a go of it not all that long ago, and you're certainly having a go of it, Ace, as you mentioned now, and more in the promotional efforts as opposed to the professional wrestling itself.
I feel as though I'm well qualified to be a promoter because I've been through the wars of wrestling from light heavyweight to all sizes. And I can tell the difference. I can tell who is qualified to be on top. And I can't speak highly enough about Hulk Hogan, a big man as he is, an agile and wonderful movement he does, and he's a great wrestler.
Ace, we'd like to wish you the very best of luck in your promotional efforts out in western Pennsylvania and Pittsburgh area. That's the home of Bruno Sammartino, isn't it? Out that
Yes,
way.
it is.
Ace Freeman, we thank you very much for joining us and indeed wish Ace well. When we return, ladies and gentlemen, all 99 pounds for the Haiti Kid. Join us. Join us now, ladies and gentlemen, an individual truly a titan in professional wrestling, but in a different regard, no doubt. Not as far as his physical stature is concerned. He's not a Ken Patera, or for that matter, an Andre the Giant. On the contrary, he is 99 pounds of power and entertainment. To introduce to you now, the Haiti Kid. Hello, Haiti. How are you? Good to see you, Lord Alfred Hayes. Come over, sit down if you would.
It's my pleasure to be here, sir.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to have you here on Tuesday Night Titans, and you have thrilled wrestling fans worldwide. Is there a country other than some of those in the Soviet bloc that you have not visited?
I have been visited 72 countries altogether.
72. That's absolutely
In my 14 years career.
14 years.
Yes, sir.
Incredible. You are one of the tops in professional wrestling today. And one of the things that we have seen you in the ring do is, well, I guess it really stretches the gamut from one spectrum to the other. We've seen you get referees involved. We've seen fans involved. I mean, it just seems like you're everywhere.
Yeah, to me, when I step in the ring, every time I wrestle and step in the ring, the referee is involved in between us because the referee always want to be involved. You never get out of the way. Because we move so fast, so quick.
Right.
The referee never get a chance to get out of our way.
And if the referee does get in the way, many times you take matters into your own hands.
Many times we get in our ring, the referee never get a chance to get out of our way. He's always try to move around. We move so quick, behind him, on top of him.
Mm-hmm.
Never
On
get a
purpose
chance.
sometimes, huh?
I would suggest that, yes, that from time to time, again, from an entertainment standpoint, the things that you fellas do are absolutely incredible. From a strength standpoint, I must say that I recall, and I've told the story many times, in Madison Square Garden, in which a midget wrestler by the name of Frenchie Lamont, do you know Frenchie?
Yeah, I know Frenchie very well.
Scooped underneath, walked in between the legs from behind of Gorilla Monsoon, who was then well over 400 pounds, and walked around the dressing room floor with him. It was an incredible feat of strength.
Frenchie is one of the most strongest midgets.
Gosh.
But it's typical of the strength that you fellows possess. I mean, more than pound for pound, from a standpoint of being pound for pound, I would think you possess more strength than some of the super heavyweights, for sure.
Yeah.
And the speed, the agility, something else again. Let's show you the Haiti Kid in action. I'm sure you're going to enjoy this matchup. It was held in Washington, D.C. at the Capitol Center. Let's go to the videotape.
Pound for pound, these guys are tough. Full Nelson. Oh, got to break it now. Look out. Oh, he broke it. That's that ring experience showing up. Uh-oh. One disadvantage of having all that hair. Oh, he got him by the nose. Nice takeover by Haiti as he hung on to the side headlock. Gorilla Monsoon here at ringside, and this capacity crowd on hand, witnessing another Outstanding matchup is brought to you by the World Wrestling Federation. 3 shoulder blocks in a row. Number 4, yes. Wow. Carpenter reamed in, backdrop. Match is all one-sided at this point. Look out. Oh, did he drive him down to the canvas? Carpenter doing a little dental work on the nails of the Haiti Kid. Maybe giving him a manicure. Referee Dick Worley not in a position to see it, though. Oh, Haiti's taking a chunk out of his behind. And look at that, he's hanging right on as he goes around the ring. Showing it to the referee. Oh! Haiti got Worley. Worley upset. Crisscross. One of the men will switch over. Look at Haiti. Haiti's watching him. Oh, I can't believe it. I love it. He's going to run out of gas sooner or later. Oh, he caught him with a monkey flip. Down for the cover. No. Haiti right over on top of Dick Worley. Worley got the Haiti Kid there. Shook him loose. I think that took the wind out of Haiti. If Worley didn't have a corn, he's got one now. Boy, these little guys can put you in the middle in a hurry. Nice trip up there by the Haiti Kid. Carpenter now with a full Nelson. He's going to try the same thing. Look at this. Oh, my God, I love it. Look out, slingshot. Whoa, did he go flying? Haiti in control. He's going to give him another shot. No, Worley's right in the way. And Worley goes down. And Haiti over and counts Worley out. Danny Carpenter got a 3 count and was victorious over Dick Worley. Haiti having a good time. Well, we haven't seen the referee been pinned in a long time, but we've seen it this week. Drop kick by Haiti. Airplane spin coming up. And he's going round and round. Who's dizzy now? Haiti or Carpenter or both? Haiti staggering around. He couldn't hold him. He got a 3 count out of it. Haiti Kid, although dizzy, managed to turn himself over and got that 3 count. He can't even stand up at this point. Neither can Carpenter. Let's take a look at that airplane spin as was applied by the Haiti Kid. Look, he's got him up there. Once you start spinning around, you're at just as much a disadvantage as your partner. Look at Haiti, he's getting dizzy now. Carpenter doesn't know which end of the building is up. Now watch this as he drops him down. With this drop here. Oh, Haiti's staggering around, he doesn't know where he's at. Knocked the wind right out of him there. Had the presence of mind to turn over and make the cover and get the fall. Let's get the official word.
The winner of this bout, the Haiti Kid.
Well, we had 2 winners in this particular matchup. The Haiti Kid won the fall over Carpenter, and Carpenter won a fall over referee Dick Worley.
2 winners there, and the Haiti Kid is something else again. Unfortunately, had to leave us. He'll be back in just a moment. But the Haiti Kid is scheduled, and he's back. You are all over the place. It's incredible. And as Gorilla Monsoon, the commentator, pointed out, there were 2 winners in that matchup. You And when Dick Worley was counted out, you sort of pinned the referee.
He'll pin anybody.
We had the whiffy pin. I had the whiffy pin.
How did you?
And the whiffy didn't want to give up.
How did you possibly? I mean, can you imagine Dick Worley, who looked around and looked between his legs and saw your face upside down between his legs? Was it as scary for you as it was for him?
Oh, it was more scary for me.
Why? Because he's so ugly?
No, it's not because he's so ugly, because he didn't know what to do. When he saw me down, it was a big surprise. You know?
Haiti, best of luck to you.
I would like to thank you very much. From the bottom of my heart, I'd like to thank you.
Thank you very much. The Haiti Kid, ladies and gentlemen, one of the all-time great midgets. We'll be back with more Tuesday Night Titans. Stay with us. We are about to be joined by one of the greats in professional wrestling today, and I'm sure Lord Alfred Hayes is no doubt very much ready for our next guest. We can tell. To join us now, ladies and gentlemen, the reigning Intercontinental Champion, Tito Santana. With your very own mariachi band. You're very welcome to be on Tuesday Night Titans.
Thank you very much, Vince. It's just like being at home. I remember when I was a kid, my grandfather used to have mariachi bands when any kind of celebration took place, and it brings back a lot of memories. It's a great feeling, you know. That's my people.
Well, you've got an awful lot to celebrate as of late in the World Wrestling Federation.
I sure do, Vinny. You know, the most pride of my life being the Intercontinental belt, having the Intercontinental Championship on my waist. I celebrate that every day because it's the most accomplishment that I've ever done in my life.
Well, an extraordinary accomplishment for sure. We're about to take you back to some videotape, and we will join now Tito Santana in an outstanding matchup in the Intercontinental Championship matchup. Let's go now to the videotape.
Introducing first, from Paris, France, weighing 240 pounds, René Goulet. Now introducing his opponent, from Tacula, Mexico, weighing 235 pounds, the Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, Tito Santana.
What an ovation. Tito Santana, the reigning Intercontinental Champion, one of the great athletes in the World Wrestling Federation as we look on this capacity crowd here joining us. Santana setting his sights on the rugged René Goulet, who apparently is not quite ready to wrestle. Tony Garea. Goulet now changing gloves. And I might add a rather controversial item that he wears about his hand.
Yes, controversial and probably a psychological piece of equipment on his behalf, something that has the opponent to think about why is he changing gloves and why is he wearing that glove? Is it for an injury? Is it for added strength? In that
forearm to the chest. Off the shoulder block, nicely done by Goulet. Tries it again over Santana, right back at him. Leapfrog by Santana. Look at Oh, flying head scissor. Down goes Goulet and Santana. Really pouring it on.
Beautiful move by Tito Santana. An excellent all-round athlete and a fantastic wrestler is Tito Santana from Tacula, Mexico. A great champion, Vince, and is certainly a credit to the World Wrestling Federation.
Without a doubt, both outside the ring as well as inside the ring.
definitely, without a doubt. Tito, a former football player also. A track
All-around
star,
athlete, yes.
all-round athlete, and you can tell by his body. He keeps himself in fantastic shape.
Taking, however, nothing away from Rene Goulet. Is Goulet now tries to make his, yes, comes out the hard way. Oh, wow, what a slap across the face. Chop again to the throat. Santana retaliating to the chest. Side headlock now. Goulet sets him up. Whips him to the rope. Then, oh, a shoulder block. Off the rope again. Ooh, my, Goulet, look at that maneuver by Santana.
Santana holding on to that arm, going over with Goulet and snatching that headlock back again.
Full of the tights from our vantage point, but apparently Santana in no danger of being pinned by Rene Goulet.
Got a good grip on the head. And there's the tights again, held on by Rene Goulet. The referee cannot see them.
Santana retaliating, in a threatening gesture moments ago. But there, the referee sees it. Starts shoving his weight around in there, does the referee. Better watch that. Anytime a referee begins to do that, I would suspect, Tony, he would lose some respect as far as the participants are concerned.
Certainly, Vince, and he could end up in a little bit of trouble, too, that Goulet. Now he knows what the referee is like, and he's not above giving the referee a slug either, I'm sure.
Goulet releasing the hold moments ago on the ankle, and standing side headlock is shoved to the rope now. Oh, ah! Goulet stepping to the side of Santana and lifting the knee right up in the lower abdominal area.
And that's knocked the wind right out of Santana. You can see that he is breathing hard. Picks him up for a body slam.
Oh, what a slam that was.
Now the wind is right out of him.
Oh, look at that.
240 pound right on the abdominal region of Santana. Tito has got to be all out of wind now.
Perhaps Goulet, oh, a kick again to the lower abdominal region.
This is the experience of Goulet at work.
Oh, my, look at this, yes. Goulet asserting himself. Santana now being set up. Up he goes. What a suplex. Cover, and we're going to have a two. No, wow.
Remarkable that Santana could kick out of that.
Non-title matchup. Oh, my, down on the hand again. Goulet slapping the claw on the forehead of Tito Santana.
Now, if he has this claw properly applied, Santana is going to be in a lot of trouble here. This is going to cut off a certain amount of the blood circulation to the brain. And Santana's going down. No, he's holding. He's holding.
A right hand and nothing behind it from Santana. Goulet really applying the pressure, and it does not look good for Tito Santana. Now Goulet can really apply it. Almost a 3 count. It would be unusual if Santana was pinned in this fashion.
Most unusual indeed, but his shoulders are down for the count of 2. And here comes Tito. He's recovered. He's got his strength back.
Listen to these fans.
They are right behind him, and believe me, Vince, that is helping Tito 100%, knowing that the fans are right behind him here.
Thousands of fans jam-packing the arena, and Santana is pleasing most of them at this moment. Off the rope, no. Elbow follow-through, a cover, 1, and Goulet, no, he does not.
Santana was taking terrible punishment in there tonight, Vince.
Goulet looks quite good. Look at this now. Goulet continuing with his momentum. Drops the, right in the kisser. Maybe in the nose. Goulet measuring Santana now. Ready, I believe, to apply the claw. Yes, there it is. Goulet applying the claw on Tito Santana. Earlier on, Santana had a lot of problems with this hold.
There's not much counter for this hold, Vince. He's just got to bear with it, fight it. It's a mental attitude. It's mental aggression here. And here comes Tito.
Oh, wow. Santana unloading. Head first to the buckle. Santana with a kick now, setting up Goulet, whips him across. Oh, my! What a back body drop. Santana flying forearm, one of the head, puts the leg, gets two, he gets three. He's got it. Tito Santana, look at these fans. Are they ever behind this young man?
They certainly are, and that's just his way of thanking them.
The winner of the match, the Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, Tito Santana.
That was some impressive victory. And then, of course, night after night, it seems we find Mr. Santana in the ring. And I would think that schedule, grueling as it may be, has to take its toll on you, Tito.
Well, it does, Vince. You know yourself very well that I've defended the Intercontinental belt more than any other previous holder. And the traveling, I go overseas, and the traveling, the time changes, it wears you down, and whenever you sleep in the plane, you gotta get rest, you gotta take your vitamins, you gotta do things right, because it does take its toll, Vince.
Well, I would think that that you would somewhat, Lord Alfred Hayes, if you agree, be somewhat vulnerable, or at least more vulnerable than previous champions, to defeat, that is.
I would think so, but even more that, what about the mental aspect of that? Knowing that every day you have put that title on the line, how about that feeling? Would that be even more severe to your ability to hold onto the title than, say, just the vulnerability of being physically unable to meet the challenge?
You've been holding up very well thus far, Tito Santana, without a doubt, but how do you answer those questions?
Well, thanks a lot, but when I won the belt, a lot of people didn't think that I was going to be able to hold it very long, Vince, and for that reason, I just made my mind up, and I said, people that win gold medals got to give it just a little extra. And that's exactly what I've been doing. It's not a little, it's a lot extra. And that's exactly what I've been doing, Vince. Every time I step into the ring, and every time the match is over, I learn something every night. And the experience that you get from match to match is in favor for me, for my next opponent. The Worldwide Wrestling Federation just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and the wrestlers keep getting bigger and better, and experience is my best friend, I would say.
Well, we certainly wish you a lot of luck in upcoming matches, because there's no telling who's going to be gunning for you. That much is certain. We're going to have more of Tito Santana and his friends, the mariachi band and dancers, when we return. And the proper setting for what we have now, Deborah to join us, and we have a little of everything, I guess. Exactly what do we have here next to, in front of Lord Alfred Hayes? Lord, would you pick that up so we could take a look?
These
Yes.
guacamoles just here.
Beg your pardon?
Guacamoles.
No? Close. What is
These
that?
are the burritos.
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 Now, what's inside the burrito?
Okay, inside the burrito, you can get a choice of beef, chicken, bean, and they roll it with cheese, lettuce, and tomato. And you can get it fried or baked that way with the salsa verde on top, which is nice and spicy.
Is one of your favorites, Tito?
That's one of my favorites. When you Mexican food, they're all my favorite.
Let's try it. Lord, would you care to chomp down on one of those and let us know how it
Try
is.
something else instead?
No, you have to go with what's closest. Please.
Oh, it's very good. You'll enjoy it.
Very good. It doesn't look too appetizing to me.
Oh, it's great.
Well, it's a little different than your normal
Okay.
English
Let's have a go at this.
cuisine. Is Lord Alfred Hayes now got some doing commentary on Lord Alfred Hayes? Delicious, I can tell.
Beautiful.
All right, so much. Now,
Lovely, lovely, smashing.
now, what is directly to his lordship's left out there?
Some
Okay,
bocadillos,
These
just
right here are tacos.
These are
Tacos.
Tacos. They're famous, and they can come with chicken, bean, or beef also. And with lettuce, tomato.
For sure, the tacos have got to be. Oh, the tacos are not so good. You know, you'll do anything out of. I can tell you did not want to taste the tacos. Nonetheless, we saved one. We saved one, His Lordship. Would you tell us now how the taco tastes?
Well, I suppose I'll have to now. Just wait.
He's doing a good job.
He'll do anything to get out of it. Taco taster, the official TNT taco taster.
That's rather, it's rather,
Rather tasty.
yes.
Now, what is that? Now, that's a nice-looking piece there.
Okay,
Now,
these are-
now that looks appetizing. That looks very appetizing. Now, exactly what is that?
Okay, these are the tamales.
Tamales.
Okay, they're a thicker dough shell rolled with beef inside.
It's a what shell?
Thicker dough.
Oh,
rolled,
okay. All right,
okay.
all right.
And we cover that with our chili con carne, which is chili.
Lord Alfred Hayes, you have to. Gringos made this especially for you. Now, this you have to try.
It looks like I've become the official taster or something. You want to?
This
Yeah,
right here.
let's just grab one of those. Now,
Don't
don't
eat this.
dump this one on the
What
table,
about this
please.
piece of paper just here?
That's not paper.
That's a cornstalk. They hold them in place more or less.
Yes,
And plus they're a
now you
little
eat the
bit
cornstalk
decorative.
first, right, Deborah?
Right.
And then, no, oh, His Lordship's not going to go for that one.
You might need a
Poke
knife.
that in there.
All right, now you have to. You can't take a little bite of this. Is that right? You have to. You gulp these
Really
down.
get a nice size
Is it
to get the
hot?
flavor.
Is it
No,
hot?
no.
It's
no,
mild.
no, just mild.
Gosh, I don't like that.
Well, again, I think maybe your palate is a little less sophisticated. Tito, certainly you like it.
Oh, I do. I love. There's nothing better than homemade tamales.
All right, fine. Now, what do we have out here? Let me reach out here and
Okay, this right here are your tostadas, which
tostadas.
are a hard shell. Here we have a chalupa,
Mm-hmm.
and here we have the beef tostada, which is a hard shell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then again your corn stalks.
All right, good. The
Chalupa.
Oh, you're going to
This-
taste that, are you?
no, I was just going to hand it for sure.
Oh, come on.
Alfred, of
You
course.
have just the tiniest little taste first, then I'll
I'm
follow
go-
you.
I'll tell you
Go
what.
ahead.
Very good.
You have this one. Now, this is the what?
Beef.
This is the beef.
Beef, okay.
And I'm going to taste the
Where's the beef?
yes,
Chalupa.
the pate, right? Okay.
Where you go? Oh, gosh, not bad.
Mmm.
They both look good.
Everyone has had something.
That's nice.
That's very good, actually.
Okay.
Everyone has had something except Mr. Santana.
Good.
Now
Alright.
this
This right
this is what?
here
Yeah.
is the rolled corn shell, soft,
Rolled,
and
yeah.
this is your enchilada,
Enchilada.
which is stuffed with chicken or beef or cheese.
All right, now wait a minute. Now, what is this?
That's the salsa verde dip, which is
Do you dump any of that on that like
Yeah.
that?
Put plenty
sure,
of that on, yes.
whatever you
Uh-huh.
like.
And then, well, let's try some of that.
You'll need that spoon just there, I think.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Why don't we try it? This is Tito. Why don't you jump on that and let us know what
Well,
it does for you?
Let me take. Let me use the fork here and cut
Sure.
a piece off.
Uh-huh. Make sure you get those red things on it.
Yeah, let's take a little closer look at that. I guess maybe I put too much sauce
Okay,
on
let's
it.
lift
Yeah.
it.
But it's still.
Oh, that looks divine. That really looks good. Hmm?
Delicioso.
I'm sure you're going to have to chase that down with something. And we have here a little concoction that Deborah brought along from Gringos. And now this is
A margarita.
the margarita. And
Tequila.
is, I beg your pardon?
It's tequila. Fancy tequila.
Tequila.
Boy, that tastes good.
Now, Lord Alfred Hayes, I know that you have partaken.
It's to wash the taste
Yes, of course.
away.
And you also...
Smells delightful.
Does it? Oh, that's just awful. Typically English.
Nice.
Typically English.
Would you like some of this?
I'm going to try a little of this. That looks a little salty, is it?
It is very salty.
Salty? Why do you have the salt around the, for the benefit of those of you who do not know, including myself?
To my personal knowledge, it would be to kill the taste of killer.
Or the enchiladas. I don't know. Only Lord Alfred Hayes. I don't know.
It hasn't killed anything yet.
Distinguished.
This is sangria.
Right. We
All
blend that.
Oh, that looks nice.
All right, fine. Why don't, Tito, you take that little bit of sangria, and I'll take this little bit of sangria, and we will drink to future victories and the Intercontinental title defenses throughout the World Wrestling Federation.
I'll drink to that.
Okay.
Very good. I'll drink to that, too.
And Deborah, we thank you very much for joining us.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you.
And Tito, we thank you for this Mexican delight. And I know, Lord Alfred Hayes, that you will always remember this.
Oh, I certainly
I'm
will.
sure it's done wonders for your palate.
For the next hour, at least.
All right, how about some music to go along with this delicioso? Ha ha! Delicious. We thank you very much, Deborah, for joining us.
Thank you.
Let's have it. Arriba! Arriba! We'll be back as we continue with more Tuesday Night Titans. This is delicious. The busiest managers in all of professional wrestling and certainly one of the most successful, Mr. Freddie Blassie. Freddie Blassie does not let the grass grow under his feet, as the saying goes, and now he brought back to the World Wrestling Federation a mammoth individual, not quite as large as the Ugandan giant, Kamala, but at 300-plus pounds, Nikolai Volkoff, back in the World Wrestling Federation, and I must say he never has looked better.
No. I saw Nikolai Volkoff, and I thought the same thing myself. I thought, how can a man carry all that much weight and yet look so remarkably nimble and adept, as he obviously is?
A 65-inch barrel chest on Nikolai Volkoff. He is very proud of his Russian heritage, as we will find out. He will sing for you the Russian national anthem. Let's take you to Nikolai Volkoff and manager Freddie Blassie.
The opponent coming down the aisle from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing 238 pounds, SD Special Delivery Jones.
What a matchup this is going to be. Oh my, SD Jones against Nikolai Volkoff. SD, big, powerful man, pitting his skills against those of an even larger and perhaps more powerful Nikolai Volkoff. And if Volkoff sings as well as he wrestles, I think SD Jones will defeat him for sure.
I think you're right there, Vince. Going to be an interesting match. SD has got the fans behind him.
Volkoff locking up with SD Jones now, and Volkoff asserts himself. Surprisingly so.
A lot of strength coming out of Volkoff there. SD some 250, 260 pounds. Pushed him right off.
Volkoff, one of the most powerful men in professional wrestling.
Certainly in good shape as Volkoff. At 315 pound at about 6'5", I would say.
Very impressive individual we saw earlier on, Nikolai Volkoff. Perhaps equally impressive is the next individual whom we will review, a gentleman by the name of the Spoiler. What do you know about him?
Well, I do know a lot about him. He created his name for being a spoiler. He spoilt the careers of many young, fine athletes, and he's also done the same for champions.
He himself is regarded by many as the national heavyweight champion. Let's take you now to some videotape footage on an individual known aptly as the Spoiler.
Spoiler making use of the top rope as no one else in professional wrestling that I know of. Joining Tony Gurria and myself at the moment, the manager of Miss Cyndi Lauper in the music world, and indeed, oh my, look at that suplex. And a man who has really catapulted into the ranks of professional wrestling, Mr. Dave Wolf. Dave, welcome.
How you doing, Vince?
Terrific.
Great.
The Spoiler, quite impressive indeed, against Jeff Lang, trying to, no, the Spoiler will go nowhere. And Lang in the air, down for the slam. As the Spoiler goes up to the top rope, I believe. Yes, we've seen him up on the top rope before. The Spoiler now. Oh, wow, right across the head.
It's quite a move by the Spoiler, I'll tell you that.
Up on the top rope again. The Spoiler in the crouching position. Ready now. Leaps. There.
I think Lang's in serious trouble, Vince.
The claw hold as the Spoiler has applied so many, many times before. The claw applied, and the referee, I would think, is going to stop this matchup. It's been lopsided all the way through.
I don't think Lang is going to get through that hold, Vince, the way he looks right now.
Now that's it.
Just two of the outstanding wrestling stars in the World Wrestling Federation. There are so many, and from time to time we will have them all, I'm sure, here at one time or another on Tuesday Night Titans.
Oh, really? I'd like to see Ken Patera again. He really impressed me.
No doubt, taking really his life into his very own hands, or I might add, my hands. I was very nervous with that, for sure. Ken Patera definitely living up to his reputation as one of the strongest human beings in the world today. We'll be back with more TNT in just a moment. By the way, for the benefit of those of you who would like to drop us a line and perhaps have your letter read by Lord Alfred Hayes, delivered by Well, there's no telling who's going to deliver the mail. We certainly wholeheartedly encourage you to write to us by dropping a line to Tuesday Night Titans in care of Post Office Box 1530. What is that? 35? That's a 38. I'm looking at P.O. Box 38. Thank you. And Greenwich, Connecticut 06836. Right. We also, at this time, would like to thank our guest, Ken Patera, certainly one of the strongest human beings in the world today and one of the great professional wrestlers despite his attitude. And, of course, the Haiti Kid, pound for pound, one of the greats, Tito Santana, the Ugandan giant Kamala, and you, Lord Alfred Hayes, as well. By the way, in 2 weeks' time, Tuesday Night Titans will return. We invite you next week, next Tuesday night, to join us. We'll take you to the Capitol Center for some outstanding professional wrestling with Tuesday Night Titans. We'll return in 2 weeks' time. We'll see you then.